The land down under has never been easier to reach. United Airlines has more flights between the U.S. and Australia than any other U.S. airline, so you can fly nonstop to destinations like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Explore dazzling cities, savor the very best of Aussie cuisine, and get up close and personal with the wildlife. Who doesn't want to hold a koala? Go to united.com/Australia to book your adventure.
Delicious meets nutritious in the snack that packs a real protein punch. Wonderful Pistachios. Each 1-ounce serving of Wonderful Pistachios has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value and making Wonderful Pistachios one of the highest protein nuts. But perhaps more than that, I love all of the flavors they have. Their sea salt and vinegar ones are my favorite when I'm craving that flavor but want to keep it healthy. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Wonderful Pistachios come in a variety of flavors, like chili roasted, honey roasted, smoky barbecue, and jalapeno lime, perfect for enjoying with family and friends or taking them with you on the go. Whether you're a pistachio purist who loves cracking open every nut, or you prefer the convenience of no-shells pistachios, Wonderful Pistachios has got you covered. Grab Wonderful Pistachios and elevate your snacking game today. So fill up with a healthy snack when hunger strikes. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. That's wonderfulpistachios.com. This is Optimal Health Daily. Our weight loss shakes, the key to lasting weight loss. Part 1 by Deen of JCDfitness.com. And I'm your host and personal narrator, Dr. Neil. Hey there, happy middle of the week Wednesday, and welcome to another edition of Optimal Health Daily, where I read some of the best blogs covering health and fitness, just like an audiobook, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. Now, today is Wednesday, and like I do every Wednesday, I like to share a little bit of inspiration with you. That's because for many of us, Wednesday symbolizes the middle of the work week, and we may need that little extra inspiration to get through the next couple of days. So with that, here we go. Quote, "Let your mind be quiet, realizing the beauty of the world and the immense, boundless treasures that it holds in store." Edward Carpenter. All right, now before I get to it, a quick reminder. Today's post is a bit longer than what I typically narrate. So whenever that happens, I'll read the first half today and then finish it up for you tomorrow. So with that, let's get right to part 1 as we optimize your life. Are weight loss shakes the key to lasting weight loss? Part 1 by Deen of JCDfitness.com. Weight loss shakes have been around for decades, and they're not going anywhere. They're everywhere. Places like your local GNC, supermarket, health food store, and so on. They're in traditional magazines, on TV, and all over social media outlets like Facebook, Instagram, X, Pinterest, and so on. Weight loss shakes and their allure. These shakes come with a promise to make you slimmer without needing to put forth much effort. No thinking, no exercising, just drink the shake down and you'll magically lose weight. Some of the marketing messages I've seen on bottles are the lean shake burn, super lean meal replacement, slender blend. And without even looking at the ingredients, the shiny label leads us to believe these shakes promote weight loss. It's interesting because we often drink these without much concern for what's actually in them. The same can be said for diet pills. Most people see the promise and will instantly take them, even without looking at the label and doing some research on the ingredients. At the end of the day, we want the results promised on the label, and we're less concerned about what's actually in them or how and if they actually work. Weight loss shakes promise results coupled with convenience. If you could magically lose weight without having to learn anything and only adjust your eating habits slightly, would you do it? Almost everyone would say yes, and that's why Slim Fast shakes have been in business for 40 years. They offer a simple solution to what seems to be a complex problem. Their most popular message is to replace 2 meals with a Slim Fast shake, indulge in 3 snacks to curb hunger, and eat your favorite 500-calorie meal for dinner. Let's do the math. An average Slim Fast shake will have around 200 calories after you add 8 ounces of skim milk to the mix, as per their directions. The total macronutrients look like this: 10 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, and 3.5 grams of fat. So, 2 meals of Slim Fast shakes equals 400 calories. Then, you choose 3 of their snacks, which are 100 calories each. Then, you have a 500 calorie meal for dinner. 400 calories, or 2 shakes worth, plus 300 calories for the 3 snacks, plus 500 calories for the dinner meal, equals 1,200 calories. 1,200 calories is likely 2/3 to 1/2 of what's needed for a small female identified at birth who's exercising regularly. So if you follow the Slim Fast plan, it'll work for sure, but not because there's anything special in the shakes. It's because by default, it's limiting you to 1,200 calories per day, and half of the day's calories are sure to be subpar because they're coming from a low-quality powder of mostly carbohydrates. Any protein is probably coming from the milk. It's just food, and cheap food at that. This isn't a jab at Slim Fast, though I should add that if you want to lose weight safely, actually maintain your muscle, and lose mostly fat and not lose muscle, there are better methods. When you look at a Slim Fast label, you'll see a bunch of ingredients that you wouldn't normally eat if you were eating whole foods. We have a bunch of gums, carrageenan, cellulose, and synthetic vitamins and minerals. Now, I'm not saying that this is bad to have in a pinch, but if you make this a dietary staple, I fear you'd be missing out on ample amounts of nutrients over time. And not only that, for the price, it will actually become quite expensive if you ever tried to get a reasonable amount of calories from it. So instead of limiting your intake of real whole food to a certain caloric goal daily, you're having subpar food in place of something that would be healthier for you. Newsflash, nothing you can eat actually burns fat. Slim Fast and other weight loss shakes are nothing more than food, and as I've mentioned before, no fat-burning foods actually exist. Fat loss happens by creating a caloric deficit, exercising regularly, and managing your caloric intake over time. If a friend is trying to sell it to you, think twice. A very common occurrence for many people trying to lose weight or get into better shape is for a friend to reveal an incredible weight loss shake or supplement they've been using, and reveal how it's helped them lose weight, feel better, and get into shape. Some of the popular shakes come from the following companies. Hear those on tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, "Are Weight Loss Shakes the Key to Lasting Weight Loss?" by JC Deen of JCDfitness.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. When you're hiring, it feels amazing to finally close out a job search. But what if you could get rid of the search and just match? You can with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it filters out incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster, and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I love that today's author, JC, pulled the curtain to reveal what's really going on behind the scenes of many of these so-called diet shakes. Specifically, if you dig a bit deeper and really look at their nutrition recommendations, you'll often find that it's basically a low-calorie diet with an expensive shake tacked onto it. In fact, most diets are basically low-calorie diets in disguise. This is because, as JC said, there's no magic fat-burning quality or weight loss quality in foods. Foods are designed to provide us with calories, not remove them. Instead, these fads are basically about calorie reduction, and that's what real weight loss is about. But before I go any further and steal from JC's thunder when we get into part 2 tomorrow, I'm going to stop right there. So that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening and being here every day. And like I said, I'll be back here tomorrow to finish up this post. So I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.